Disclaimer: all the character incidents are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this episode on Compare with Your Own Life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. Are you there? Jungkook moved his eyes all over the place and then placed his finger in his ear to the Bluetooth. Yes, sir. He didn't know much about that place except that girl for whom he came here. He got up, he looked around, and that girl for whom he came here is a university student. He is actually a gangster, and one of the richest men in the country hired him to kidnap her. He didn't know how she looked alike, but his boss who hired him mole on her cheeks. I understand, but at least tell me her name. I don't know. You know nothing about her and you hired me to kidnap her. Like seriously, are you crazy? Don't forget I pay you for this. I'm your boss here. You have to listen to me. Jungkook pulled out that Bluetooth and threw that on the floor. You don't own me. And he walked out in anger. Jungkook was walking towards the gate when he bumped into a girl. Her eyes widened before she fell on the floor and he grabbed her elbow. Her mouth open, she looked at him in anger. They both got shocked seeing each other's. Jungkook stared at her for a few seconds. He can't take his eyes off from her. While she was speechless, she couldn't even blink her eyes. Her breath got stuck in her throat while he felt a storm of emotions burning inside him. Ryan, what are you doing here? We are getting late, yeah. You looked at him for the last time and you rushed inside with your best friend. While he was just staring at your disappearing figure. He tried to load. He blinked his eyes and then he looked down. But then his phone buzzed. He looked at phone screen and there was a picture sent by Frank. That's her. Hey Ryan, you were walking upstairs. You turned to her. He was handsome, right? Who? That guy who stopped you. I don't think it was a bad choice. Do you think he was asking me for a date? We work here, so let's clean the and let's go home. Come on, I was kidding. Why are you so serious, yaar? Few hours later, Tungo was standing in the front of a sink, scrubbing his hands. The water ran when he scrubbed his hands. His white shirt soaked with stain everywhere. He rubbed his palms together, but still his veins pop out. He clenched his jaw. He deserves that. His heart still raced. He was not satisfied yet. Just then his phone rang. He grabbed to swipe the answer. Jungkook, you heard about Frank? What? He is... Really? That's so bad. But how? His mans found him and they said he got. Jungkook smiled again. Oh, well, I'll talk to you later, okay? Okay, bye. Bye. He hung up the call. That's great. He deserved to pay for what he was going to do. Jungkook whipped his hand. He unbuttoned his shirt and he walked out after he took off his shirt. After taking a shower, he lay on the bed, while suddenly his anger vanished in the air when he thought about you. You already chose your destination while I'm still stuck in my past. Flashback. I can't let you go, Ryan. Try to understand. Jungkook, my all friends got their scholarship, and I also got my scholarship. If I'll study there with my friends. That's it. Then what about Appa, huh? Don't you think about him? He will never let you go. He don't love me, Ryan. But you won't understand what I want, what I feel when you recently complete your high school. You can't take care of yourself. Try to understand. We can't let you go. His phone rang. Jungkook checked his caller ID. I have to go. Now you go back to your room. And as you step upstairs, he rushed out. When he came back home, he found your father sitting on the couch and he found something unexpected that you runs away from the house. He went to airport, but he was nowhere. He tried to find you, but he can't. Jungkook is actually your father's friend's son, who lived with you since his childhood. Your father raised him as he was not his real son, but your father treated him as his own son. Jungkook actually has two older brothers. While Ryan's mom got to know that she couldn't be a mother, so Mr. Jeon gives his son to them when he was a child. But that miracle happened, and after 7 years, when you born. Jungkook is 9 years older than you, but since his childhood, he know you were not his sister. He has a crush on you, and he never knew when that crush will turn into love when you will left him. But he knows you were too young to understand his feelings. Now it's been 5 years you left your country, your house. And he was right all the times when he said I can't take care of myself. I left my dad, I left him. I runs away from my house and then I realized how hard that all was. I got admission, but the life I lived, just I know how hard that was. Maybe I was a child back then, but now I know all I had done was wrong. When I came here, I realized my mistake. I wanted to accept my mistake. I wanted to contact to them, but I couldn't. I can't face them. And now suddenly after 5 years, when I almost complete my studies, he came back. And Dad, I missed him. When I think someone came to meet you. Me? She nodded. You got up and walked towards the door. You opened the door and your heart skipped a beat. He was standing there while looking on the other side. He turned his face towards you and then he looked at you, down at your feet. Jungkook, how are you? You looked at him. You didn't know why. You felt your eyes filled with tears. Good, you? He saw tears in your eyes. So he tilted his head down. He shifted his head to other side. You both sat on the bench. He forwarded a file towards you. What's that? You grab that file and as you open it, your eyes widen. Why he's giving me his property? You are the only one who can deserve this after him. After him, he cleared his throat before he could speak. He is he's gone. He left just last year. He got up. You are kidding me? That can't be true. He didn't even look at you. Jungkook, you are kidding me, right? He looked at you. He shook his head. He was just staring at you. When you blinked your eyes and you got fainted, he quickly got up. He grabbed you by your waist. Ryan. He pat on your cheeks. If you wish to go abroad to leave your parents behind for your future, then please think about your past, how your parents raised you. You wanted to leave them for your future. Me, I used to have a wish to go abroad for studies, but I don't think I have to go against our parents for our happiness. Then they also know what's better for us. But we should listen to them, right? So take this FF like an example, like a lesson. Back to the story. You got up and looked around. Why not? You okay? Appa, my appa, calm down. Few days later. He was going home. It was midnight when all of a sudden it started raining outside. He was looking out through the window. I hate rain, he muttered, and then his eyes caught you. You were standing in the rain with your suitcase in your hand. You didn't have an umbrella in your hand. Stop the car. Ryan, what are you doing here in this rain? He quickly unbuttoned his coat and covered you with that coat. You? Where you are going? Tell me, I'll drop you. I don't know. He blinked his eyes and looked at you. What do you mean? I didn't pay my house rent this month. Where is your friend? She's going to stay with her boyfriend. You were sitting beside him. He was whipping himself with towel. You can stay at my house. I'm going back to Korea tomorrow. Um, sorry, I ruined everything. You cover your face with your palms. Dad will never forgive me. I hurt him. I hurt you. He can't see you sobbing in the front of him, so he pulled you for a hug. You shouldn't have to apologize to me. Just apologize to yourself and now stop crying because it's useless. I wanna go back. Complete your degree first. You started crying louder. I'm sorry. Don't cry. He pat on your back. I wanna go back. Okay, but first complete your semester, then I'll take you with me. You were sitting in the living room when he handed over you a mug of hot chocolate. You can stay in my room. I'll stay in the guest room. Are not you angry on me? He sat beside you. Life changed a lot, right? And this life changed us. I literally ruined everything. By the way, are not you married? You always wanted to get married. He looked at you. I wanted to marry you, but you was not there. He literally said that. Your heart skipped a beat. You knows he's not your real brother, but he wanted to marry you. You never know that. Don't get me wrong, okay? Well, I'm going to sleep. Come, I'll show you my room. You blink your eyes and got up. You grabbed your phone and walked behind him. He opened the door, and the first thing which caught in your eyes was your picture with him on the side table. You blinked your eyes and walked inside. That's my room. You can stay here. I'm going to stay in the guest room. If you need anything, just inform me. You was not even able to reply him. Good night. He cupped your face and pressed his lips on your forehead like he used to do before you sleep. Your heart skipped a beat. Good night. And he walked out. You sat on the bed. I ruined my whole life. Apam, I'm sorry. Few months later, you walked downstairs when you saw him making breakfast like you was. You smiled, and as you stepped ahead, your eyes widened when you slipped. He turned his face to you. He found you laying on the floor. He quickly rushed to you. Ryan, are you okay? He grabbed your hand and helped you to get up. My feet, it's hurting. He looked at your feet. It's okay, it will be alright. Try to get up. He held your hand. Try help you to get up. When you hissed in pain, and after that, he picked you up in his arms. He make you sit on the couch. It's okay, I'm fine. Really? Then get up by your own. I can't. Then shut your mouth. Are you scolding me? He frowned. As his hand touched your feet, you felt butterflies. You bite your lips. It will hurt a little, okay? You looked at his eyes when he twisted your feet on the other side. You shut your eyes in pain. Little? Hurt? That hurts a lot. Get up, Miss Drama Queen. You held his hand and got up. You should have to be a doctor instead of a gangster. By the way, breakfast is just ready. Today is my last exam. I know. He shifted his gaze towards you. You both came back to Korea. It's been a year, and he knows that you are taking interest in him, but he's behaving like he didn't know or he didn't feel that. Right now, you were waiting for him. It was midnight. He always came home early before it's getting dark. But today, Jungkook, where are you? You were sitting on the couch and the door open. He walked inside, your eyes widened. He had a bandage in his head, and his shirt dripped off from his shoulder. He quickly got up and rushed to him. What happened? You again went to that so-called mission? Not at all, it's just an accident. You held his hand and made him sit on the couch. Why you always get in trouble? He chuckled again. It's not a big deal, so don't worry, I'm fine. You're fine, huh? Just look at yourself. He twisted his eyebrows and tilted his head towards you. Why you're so worried, huh? Because I can't lose you. Why? Because I love you. His heart skipped a beat. What? I can't hide that anymore, that I love you. Before I end this video, I just want to say one thing. If you really had a wish for your bright future, then never leave your parents behind. अपना ब्राइट फ्यूचर बनाने से पहले जस्ट वन टाइम देख लो अपने पास्ट में कि आपकी फैमिली ने कितने सेक्रीफाइस किए हैं आपके पास्ट को बेहतर बनाने के लिए और अब आप अपने फ्यूचर को बनाने के लिए उनको छोड़ के जा रहे हो आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स गुड until they are happy until they know you can take care of yourself until they know that they can send you everywhere in the world. So thanks for watching. That's it for today. Bye bye guys.